But that better late than never, right?
You didn't notice my
What is
shirt.
it?
It's Jared from Kid Nation, the reality TV show with a bunch of kids in the
I
desert.
would not have noticed that. That is, I like it, but I would not have noticed that.
I, I showed my cousin fucking Kid Nation, and we watched like 10 episodes. And there's this kid. I looked up Kid Nation T-shirt. Immediately, he comes up as the only T-shirt
Yeah.
because he's the best kid. Like at one point, he makes a bunch of money and goes on a shopping spree, and then has a pimp outfit and is swinging a cane around. He's going up to ladies, being like, "Oh, how are you?" And he's like 10 years old. That show's great.
I've literally never seen this show you're talking about, bro.
It's so stupid. I'll tell you about it later because I guess we shouldn't be talking about. Who
No,
cares?
this is just
Listen,
the
it's a show.
pre-show. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's a show where 40 kids go into an old west desert. It's actually a movie set from Bonanza City, and it's like an old west set, and it has like shops and barracks and shit, and like they have to chop off chickens' heads to eat chicken, and they have to do old west shit and like carry
This
water
is the
around,
show
and
you're
like
telling
there's
me about?
like 8 to 15-year-olds, and the 15-year-old obviously being a huge dickhead, and all the little kids being little poo babbies. It's really funny, and it's completely immoral. There were a bunch of lawsuits. That's why there was never a season two. But there's like a Reddit AMA the kid did, like one of the kids, and it's really good. And he talks about like scamming for food from the cameramen and shit, and how weird it was because it's like 40 kids and they're all alone. There was like 100 people, like
What is the
adults.
name of this?
Kid Nation. The shirt says Kid Nation Nation, which I'm a part of now. 'Cause I got the
You
shirt.
got Kid Nation merch, bro. You're a fucking fan. I've never heard of it.
I've seen it 3 times now.
The whole season?
It's only 13 episodes,
Still.
but yeah. I watched it when it came out, and then I showed a group of friends it, and then I'm showing my cousin it now.
I love it. How old is this show?
This match is gonna rule. Oh, it's like it came out like 2006, or yeah, they're talking about George Bush and shit all the time, so it must have been like 2006, 2007.
Alright, let's talk about this pay-per-view.
Yeah, this match is gonna be cool. I know, like it sucks that like it's a little obvious.
It feels like Kenny's probably gonna win, right? But it's still
Yeah.
a stellar match, and I think that's what we're gonna get out of it. I was sold when OC was holding the belt, man. When he was holding it on Dynamite,
Yeah.
like, I'm not sold that he's gonna win, but I'm sold behind wanting it, like as a fan of the product.
If they did it, I would be like, cool, but they're not.
Nah, I'm not anticipating it whatsoever, but it's gonna be a great match. I think there will be a couple of, because here's the thing too, be the fact they haven't done a lot with Pac has me believing he could win this in some way. Like because he's believable and they haven't made it like an overly thrown in your face, like he's like something in it. If he just won, I wouldn't be mad about it. Like it wouldn't be too crazy, it wouldn't be too out of here. So yeah.
Did because like this heavily affects this, in my opinion. Like, obviously the match with Moose hasn't happened, the match with Andrade hasn't happened, and I think that's what like sells me. I'm like, there's no way he loses. Like, they're building all these matches like down the line for other titles. They want him to do this belt collector gimmick. They
It's
want
hard
him to,
for him to
like,
be the belt collector if he drops the AEW title, right?
Yeah, like that's like the big one, right? Or it feels
I mean,
like
to
it.
them, it should be. That's how
Yeah.
they should position it. So, I mean, in that sense, I agree. But I think you can still tell the story. I still think everything they want to do can still be done. So, yeah, I think that
Yeah.
the build to this has been really good. I'm sold on it. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I'm super into it. Like it's a match worth like paying for. It's a pay-per-view worthy match, and so in that regard,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they've done a good job just again at getting me excited about OC in this position. The pre-show, this type of stuff has been good. So I don't know. I do believe that Pac could win. I'm not gonna say like, oh, he's my pick to win, but I wouldn't be mad at him winning. And I still think Kenny can do the belt collector thing without having, because he can just go back after it, right? Like he could still chase the AEW title while talking about, oh, I have all these other championships, I should be the champion type of thing. Because you could have Pac in OC, and he's still the.
I don't know if I want them to do that though. Like I don't want them to make the title look like, oh, Kenny didn't even lose it, and it's like,
I'm
fuck
curious
you.
how people do feel about that. Like how do they feel about that? In terms of if OC is the
Like,
one.
does it cheapen
Yeah,
anything?
I don't think it does personally, but meh.
I I don't know. I kind of feel like it does a little bit because it's like, well, he didn't lose the belt, like, but he lost the belt, but he didn't lose the belt, and it's like, fuck
Nah,
you.
eh. I hear you, but I think that just provides him a good storyline opportunity of come back to it.
Sure, I'm not
And with
arguing
it
with
being
that.
AEW, it's not something. All right, here we go.
Oh
We
my
got some
god, this is a
action.
nice sight to
It is.
see.
It's very nice to see AEW with a full crowd. Everything's going. Do you have any audio?
Yeah.
There's audio over there on. Oh, okay. I got it muted. Duh.
Well, not coming from you. Like, I'm
No,
watching it on
yeah.
my own. I'm
I
watching it on
understand
YouTube.
what you're saying. It's cool that they got the mixture of the crowd we're used to, right? In the enhancement talent, but we've also got obviously the regular fans. Like I'm glad they didn't just get rid of the enhancement talent. I'm glad there's still gonna
Yeah.
be because it's cool to just see those familiar faces when you transition to the crowd.
Yeah, no, I
Like
agree
it-
with that.
Go ahead.
Also, are they starting with Sting and
As
Darby?
the first match, I don't know.
Huh.
I wouldn't. I mean, they might. That's you've talked about it, right? The first pop they want to
makes
get,
sense.
the first win. You want to start the show with
Yeah.
a big baby face win. You give people what they want. So you think
Yeah, no, that
it's gonna
actually
be
would be
Paul
smart,
White
so.
as the Joker?
No, he's the host.
He could be the Joker, dude. People are speculating it.
It's gonna be Moose, dude. No, it's not. I
Dude,
wish.
Matt Hardy's got the most people in this match.
That's true.
Like he's got almost his full stable in there. A lot of the other stables are only 2 or 3 different people.
Wait, which one was that the Butcher or the
That's-
Blade? I can't
that's
tell
the
because he
Blade.
has the mask on.
Yeah, no
Okay.
Butcher today. I don't know why. That's a downside.
That's upsetting. I like the Butcher.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you sure that's not the Butcher? Because he's wearing like a Butcher outfit.
That's the Blade, brother. Well, I mean, I guess I don't
You're
know
right.
them one from another. All right.
No, you're
so
right.
I thought I knew him, but yeah. I'm excited for the Battle Royal too. I think who could it be? I saw somebody say Austin Aries was in the back. You think it's Austin Aries? Me neither.
No, I
Me
don't.
neither. I think they've got too good of a vibe in the back to bring in someone so knowingly like toxic, you know?
Someone so CM Punk like without the drawing power.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one way to put it. I don't even think Punk is that toxic though.
No, he's not.
He is definitely the toxic one though. So, yeah, I'm curious.
Like, that's like low key tier.
I really think it's gonna be Daniel Bryan, man, and I know that that's me every time.
Really?
That's me every time. I'm the mark of the show, right? Where I buy into the fact that it's gonna be the big surprise. But
I feel like it's not going to be Daniel Bryan because I feel like Daniel Bryan is petitioning for New Japan dates. Like, I feel like that's what that whole New Japan thing is
but
about.
wouldn't you think,
like,
for his perspective, like going to AEW is the best way to do that then? Because you could do a New Japan program where you might even lose some.
oh no, I agree. I just think like he's petitioning. Like, you know how I don't know if you listened to Brody's podcast or not, Jericho's podcast with Brody. After he had joined AEW, he talked about how Triple H was like, "Would you like to work in New Japan? Is that something that'll get you to stay?" And so I could totally see them like being like Daniel Bryan. Hey, if you stay with us, we'll give you a New Japan. Like,
Well, that
deal
was
where
part
you can
of.
go over there.
I don't know if you saw everything about the WWE New Japan deal, but that's the big backbreaking situation. Is New Japan wants Daniel Bryan for dates, in order to get this established. So, for what you're saying, I mean, I would expect that would be a big way for WWE to keep him, but I feel like we would already see that. But on the other hand, if they are working to begin a relationship with New Japan and just want to send him over there, that would be an alternative reason of why we hadn't seen him in WWE in some time, you know?
Sure.
But I mean, I think you're probably right.
I see that. I feel like he was like in a position where he's gonna wait, and also they would probably like hype up the wild card or whatever Joker card if it was him a little more
We'll
like,
see.
hey guys, Battle Royale is gonna be cool.
We'll see. I mean, and you're probably right too, but I feel like they've learned from the last one, and they almost want to go in the opposite direction of
I
of
totally agree that that's what they
not
should
shoving
do.
it down people's throats. So, dude, I'm pumped for this Britt Baker match. The reaction she got last week,
Yeah.
and then just the feel that she's had. Like, I feel like she is right there on the cusp of being the biggest star in all of professional wrestling.
She got such a huge pop, and then they all did the DMD thing. God, that was crazy. Like, I didn't realize how over she was with everyone because there was no
Yeah,
crowd. Like, I
we're
didn't
learning that, right?
understand. Like,
And
and like, I'm wondering if like Kenny in this match, if anyone's really gonna boo him that hard, like Zivo
well,
said.
and do you think so? To an alternative perspective, and this isn't to say anything negative about Sheeta. Her run has been great. She's been a great champion. Do you think she keeps that belt with fans? Because the reaction she got last night or on Friday night wasn't bad, but it wasn't like
No,
remarkable where she feels like the top babyface in the division.
I agree. I mean, I feel like she is the top babyface in the division by default. Like, who else? But that said, like this, like Britt Baker is just so much more over right now. Like, she's burning hot. She's got so much heat behind her that there's no way the fans aren't gonna lose their shit if Britt loses.
And I hope that Sheeta gets like a huge reaction tonight because it didn't feel like a bad reaction. Definitely wasn't bad, but I just think she's in a tough spot too because people really are ready for Britt to win. People are really
Mhm.
ready for Britt's moment, and
I'm expecting to see if Britt loses, we riot sign.
yeah, well, and that's what's cool about it too.
That's
They
how
just have
I,
so much behind it. People really want to see her victory now by the
yeah.
build that they've given her. And I really like sort of the video packages they've been able to put together with that too, just discussing all that.
I agree. I think everything she's done and her promo work has been so good for the past year. So like just adding onto it. Oh hey, here we go. Like she's. I feel like It's time. Like if you don't pull the trigger on her now, when do you pull the trigger on Britt Baker?
I hope Rio wins this so bad. This match should be
Me
freaking
too.
stellar either way, though. This is the whole reason I wanted to do like a reaction show, just to watch this match and freaking.
Because Rio's gonna
I
win.
mean, I think so, right? It's fair.
I think it's totally possible. I don't see any reason why not. Like they're both signed to AEW. It's not like it
Exactly.
means the NWA loses.
Exactly. Yeah. If anything, like it's a great gain for NWA. It's a great gain for AEW to keep Rio as a prominent face without having to. You.
And look at this. I
Oh
love
yeah,
her.
dude. Great reaction. And like I said about this match on the podcast, look at the crowd. Everybody's in their seats. There's nobody like trying to hit up the merch stand real quick. And granted, we are just 20
Yeah.
minutes from the show. Everyone is ready for this match. Like,
Dude, I like also like you don't want to miss the first match back.
this
Like
is not a
like the first full capacity.
this is not a
match.
lackluster react. Like that's really cool. Well, and like true, but we also see pre-show matches where crowds just not all on the top of their feet for
Oh no, for sure, you're right. Like this is
two
definitely
two
an
very
exception because this
talented
is a great
women,
match.
but that's not always
my
the
God,
most
this is cool.
popular. Like look at Deeb, look at the reaction Serena Deeb is pulling. Like I'm not trying to discredit her at all. I'm just saying
I
like
get it.
she's not one of the most well-known women in the world of professional wrestling, I would say, but she is. They love it,
Never mind. These fans are not pro Rio. They're pro D.
right?
They're pro everyone. I'm
Mhm.
thinking.
They're just
Oh my
excited
God,
to
this is
see it.
gonna
They
be crazy.
well, and it's cool as a fan of just women's wrestling. Like this is supposed to be a good match for all intents and purposes. These are the
Yeah.
two best women you could potentially put together that aren't already in a championship match on this show. So I'm pumped for this.
This is gonna be crazy. Oh,
And Rio really hasn't
this
done
is
a
just
lot in a
wild to
while.
see all
So
these packed fans, man.
it is. It's nice to see full crowd. And that's something I've been excited for. I knew it on Friday watching. I was like, this is a great little precursor for us as fans tuning in from the outside to get to see this. So, and we get a new angle,
Yeah.
the new camera angle. Well, the old new camera angle, I should say, because that's something I didn't recognize changed when they had done stuff differently at Daly's Place. But they've been able to make it seem like a different arena despite it being the same one.
Yeah, no, you're right. I like
Like
this a
the
lot
hard
more.
cam doesn't face the ring entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Phil says
yeah,
Deeb
the
is
way
his
it's like-
pick. Bad pick, Phil. Bad pick. We're on Team Rio over here, dog.
We're Team Rio. She's. Oh, look, the crowd split. Okay, this is fucking awesome. Wrestling's back. I'm so happy because like you got the taste of it Friday, but
But
like this is like I was like
and
this is nice, but the crowd isn't so loud, and like maybe it was just not miking it properly because it's been a while since you've had fans. But I feel like you can actually really like hear the crowd.
well,
Right now.
and Friday, you had felt like it was back to full capacity because we hadn't heard a crowd audience or crowd reaction in such a long time. That now that the crowd reaction is back, and like the full capacity crowd, you're like, oh, that wasn't full capacity. This is. It felt like full capacity for that time. So
Yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck you. Fucking bopper. Give her a smack. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't look that hard. Can't trick me, Rio.
Gotta be a little stiffer than that, Rio. Stiffer with the slaps, not just the forearms.
Miranda keeps going in fucking hard. She always does. She's stiff as hell.
It's ridiculous.
It's weird because she's like this yoga lady.
She had a run in WWE, right?
Yeah, she was in the.
That's what I thought. It's just so wild of a transition that it like you have to confirm that, you know.
Oh yeah, she was also in Shimmer afterwards, and she did a spot in ROH.
I know she's definitely like grown as a competitor and proven herself. It's just she's not been someone that I've really watched a whole lot of. So.
No, I only saw her like briefly after her WWE run on the Indies, and then I didn't see her anywhere. I'm sure she was around, but I don't know where she was.
Oh.
Oh my god. I don't know if Rio's gonna win.
It's not.
I didn't want her to win. I don't know if she's good. I don't know if I want her to win. I don't care who wins. This is great.
Oh yeah, I don't really have a horse in this race.
You know what this gives me feelings of? And like I don't mean in like match style. I mean in like how I felt when they fought. Daniels and Styles. Like anytime they wrestled, I was like, I don't know who I want to win.
Well, that's the nice part about this being for another company's championship too. Is it's like, well, doesn't really bother me either way who wins. I will say though, if Rio wins, I pay a little bit more attention to NWA. And that's not a slight on Deeb at all, because I would like to see Deeb get more of a run in AEW where I could watch her there. Rio is someone I go and watch another person's product for, though.
Yeah,
I've just been a fan of hers for longer, so.
I don't know, like...
Deeb is good.
I totally get that, but, like, Deeb is great.
Deeb is good, it's just Rio, I don't know. Deeb has been around for a long time. I could watch Deeb all this time. I didn't know anything about Rio until AEW. And her entire run in AEW has been pretty exciting, so.
Yeah, no, I get that. She has an action figure. Where's Deeb's action figure?
Well, a lot of the women have been getting
Rio
action
sucks.
figures.
That's not the point.
I think Tay Conti got one, Anna Jay, Britt Baker, Hikaru Shida, I think, got one. Yeah, so that's really cool.
Nyla Rose.
Did she? That's cool.
Yeah, she's like one of the main ones that you can find in Walmart.
Nice.
Which is weird that Hikaru Shida and Britt Baker aren't, but whatever.
Yeah, I guess I didn't know how that worked. How to tell which ones are the ones you can find in stores and shit. But I'm pumped for the Brody Lee one and all the Dark Order ones. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
It must be hot in there, shit.
Yeah. Man, it's hot here, I'm assuming. It's a little more north. But...
They're in the ring too, so I feel like I've heard them just talk about different times being stuck in these hot climates or whatever. How different it is in the ring, I guess, in those Florida climate when you're in the middle of a show. So it's better when you got the fans, that's for sure.
It's interesting to me that she's doing a lot of submissions when she could just like powerbomb the shit out of.
That's what makes me think a little bit more like Rio probably doesn't have a chance in this one, just because like I don't know. I don't see Rio pulling the quick roll up victory in this one the way this match is going.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like we got the chances for that as much as typical. Because we're not seeing power bombs and power moves like that. She's a heel. She's healing it up.
I heard Tony Schiavone say after the break, and I thought they were
They're going to be a
throwing it
commercial,
through
huh?
it. Yeah. I was like, what?
That's what they do in the Fed, right? Don't they do commercials on the pre-show in the Fed?
I think they do, yeah.
Yeah.
They do like cricket commercials with Charlotte Flair in them.
This is such a great like pre-show match. I think
really
that this
is.
is a solid pick, a great way to really make it feel important too by emphasizing another company's championship. I think it's great the way NWA has worked with AEW and helping establish with the women's division here and there. It hasn't been like a real long thing, but just the involvement of Thunder Rosa.
What's she doing?
She's about to freaking end her life, dude.
Don't kill her, dude. If she just like sat down, she'd break her neck.
Yeah, it's like an inverted vertebraker type thing.
This is fucked up.
Yeah. She knows yoga, dude. That's what happens when you're in AEW. You know yoga, you gotta start doing clever shit.
What was that? This is weird.
It's not as impactful as you would have hoped to see from this match. I would have liked to see more power moves and stuff. It's not bad, the submissions, but with it being the first match we're getting back to, I would like to see a little bit more action.
I would like to see them go to the top rope and not be little babies.
Leave them alone, AJ.
Anyone who does the second rope and calls it a superplex.
Look, Rio's about to take it home.
Oh, look what rope she's on. Not the second one. That's right.
Oh.
She's not a baby.
Damn, they're both doing a good job at selling, huh?
Oh, we're doing this.
I do feel like Rio probably could stand up.
Yeah.
She's just resting, you know, taking the full 10 count, gotta rest up. Can't blame her for that.
Get her, Rio. Go. Oh, just grabbing her ass. Smashing her in the face. Ah.
There we go. Now we're getting some action.
Go, Rio. Do a thing.
That was a thing. You asked for a thing. It's a thing.
There we go. That's what I want. Oh, 619.
Rio just also
Do it,
I don't even know what Rio's moveset entirely is. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I haven't seen her do a ton of I've seen her do stuff like this and get beat up a lot and then roll ups. Nope.
Kicked out of the 619. That's bullshit.
That was like a half a 619.
It was a tiger feint kick, as Excalibur
Is that what he
said,
called
which
it?
is the correct name for it, yeah.
That's what it was called before the 619, huh? That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Rey Mysterio stole
It's
somebody's
a feint
name.
kick because you're not actually supposed to hit anyone with it. It's like
When you do the
fake
fake,
them out.
okay, yeah. I've seen Rey Mysterio do that too. They don't call that anything though. She should just fall to the ground. Oh, alright. Holy shit.
Rio's busting out
Dude,
the power moves.
yeah.
All right.
That was freaking crazy.
Jokes on me.
Damn. That was the last thing I seen coming. I said she should just
Fuck her
drop
up.
to the ground, but not like that.
I want them to take a ref bump and for Rio to take a steel chair.
See, and that's what I mean.
Serena
We just want to see some action, a little bit of action. It doesn't have to even be that much. She got a "This is awesome" chant just off of that.
Oh,
not the
no.
injured knee.
Ah, she's got the blown up
Yeah.
wheel. Oh no. It's over. Our
Yep.
goal lost.
She's targeting
she's
the
dead in
targeting the injured knee. My left knee.
Oh, and she even did the 619 5 times.
She only did it once. Oh, inverted crossroads. She did the Deeb. Yeah, you haven't beaten Rio until she gets in her near roll-up fall at least once. We're gonna get a 2.5 count here in a minute off a roll-up.
Oh my god. Just let her go, dude. Just kick him in that.
At a point, you gotta give it up.
Oh my god, never mind.
Nope. Oh. Dang. That was pretty beast.
Oh my god, here's what I wanted. Okay, it's you know, it's sad, but oh my god. Oh my, okay.
I didn't love that kick out.
All right,
but that was beast. That was a beast powerbomb.
That was dirty.
Maybe Rio will
do
win.
it again. Oh,
Pedigree?
The
Oh, okay. Just as you say. Oh.
Oh, Kenny. Can't do Kenny moves. He's a bad guy now.
Nah, they're still homies.
Oh. She's bleeding? She's bleeding from the mouth.
It's a good match, man. The crowd just makes matches. Like, this is not to say this match wouldn't be bad either, but with no fans, it's not nearly as good.
No, you're right. This is really dope. I'm so happy.
This show is going to be crazy. As long as those guys get out of the way. They don't stand there all night long.
Alright.
Here we go.
Little V trigger. Never mind, you're dead. Yep. It's over. Oh my god.
That's the wrong knee.
Oh, you're right.
Is it? Nah,
is it? No, I don't know.
That's her left knee. That's the right. Well, you know what I mean. It's the knee she should be attacking.
Yeah. 5 times.
5 times. She's too close. Drag her to the middle. Oh, come on, Deeb.
Dumbass. This is why Rio's gonna beat you.
That would be a very Rio thing to do to like.
Don't
just
punch her, idiot. Kick her with a ninja
No, last
gear.
time she kicked her, she got all messed up. Oh dang! She got all messed up anyway. That was nasty.
If she had kicked her in the head, that wouldn't have happened.
I don't even want Rio to win anymore.
She's dead, so that's good.
Dude.
Oh, never mind.
See the roll up.
You fucking you betrayed her at the wrong time.
I told you the 2.5 count from Rio. She had to do that first. Before this match can end, she has to get at least one of those.
Oh, it's over. Right.
Ah, nasty. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Tap out, tap out, tap out. Ah, dude. Made her foot touch the back of her head, dude.
That was fucked up.
I told you, I turned on her at the perfect time. That was nuts. That's what I'm talking about. She looks great. NWA looks great. And by the end of this match, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to tune into what she's got going on in the NWA now. She's set to be.
Oh look, it's a fan fest.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff from that. The fan fest looked like a lot of fun.
Wow, that's a lot of people with Darby Allin face, man.
Yeah.
I bet.
They're big fans. He's a fucking star now, dude. It looks like and this would be mad dope to then fucking ask that and get put in this video.
This is rad.
Should've went, AJ. You were like a couple hours away.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're like 5 minutes away. Well, they got Rumble buddies, dude.
Are you ready to go?
We missed it. It's too late. Look, there was Bryce Ramsburg taking pictures with a guy. That could have been you.
There was the Jacksonville
Some dude
Jaguar.
just fist bumped Cody Rhodes. Like, come on.
Bro, I could have seen the You're right. I should have fucking gone. I could have seen the Jacksonville Jaguar.
You could have been the Jacksonville Jaguar, dude.
Oh my god. I didn't know he was gonna be there. They didn't announce that.
Dude, come on. Come on, dude. Alright, let's get off of this.